If you can't kill a boss, no reason why you can't look like one. Moogle putting the wow in transmogs. We're going to start off with the shoulders. Warmongering gladiators played pauldrons. If you horde, you got to go wild. 3 marks of honor to get those shoulders. So the shoulders, the boots, and the gloves, all from that same PvP tier set from WoD. Smoldering breastplate. WoD level blacksmithing. Check your local blacksmith. Check your local auction house for that chest piece. Moving on, looking epic on a Draenor dude. Poison Binder Girth, Siege of Orgrimmar Mythic, Sun Tend to Heart 17% on the drop rate for the belt. Moving on, we're going to show you the legs, part of the same crafted set as the chest, WoD level blacksmithing. Go find your local blacksmith or your local auction house to get the Smoldering Greaves. Moving on to a Lady Human and the feet, Warmongering Gladiators, War Boots of Prowess. WoD PvP vendor, 2 marks of honor if you horde going wild to get those. The hands, Warmongering Gladiator Scale Gauntlets. WoD PvP vendor, 2 marks of honor if you horde, once again, go wild. The back is Alliance only, but Tyr's Guard is the place. 7th Legion equipment cache. There's also a similar one you could buy from the Quartermaster. The Tabard, Gilneas Tabard, Gilneas Quartermaster, easy to pick that up. The headpiece, Operation Mechagon, King Mechagon himself drops the headpiece. And the weapon is straight up out of Ulduar. General Vezix is the boss, 5% drop. This particular set is Alliance only because of the shoulders, the belt, the gloves, the head, and the boots. Largely only Alliance. Why do we show horde tunes that are Alliance only? Well, it gives people ideas, and maybe you could just... The overall texture of the horde side of this particular set is just going to have it's just going to be a recolor basically. So maybe you could find something in theory that as a chest piece and a leg piece that would go with the horde version of this. So I'm not sure what the horde version the color is. I believe it might be red. Usually it's red. Always default to red. So the legs are the Chromomite leg plates, part of the same drop set from vanilla as the chest. You could buy both pieces, the chest and the legs, on the auction house. The rest of this is farmed through various levels and areas, PvP. Mostly Darkshore is the place. Various mobs there will drop the feet, the gloves, the belt, the shoulders, and the head. The hands, Warden Guards, Battle Gloves, Darkshore, various mobs. So you can still do Darkshore. I mean, it's very, very easy. You probably solo it at this point. Moving on, we have a dwarf in the back, which is the Nightborn Noble's Cloak, High Mountain, various mobs. Kind of a fair drop rate to get that cloak. Moving on to the head, Warden Guard's Great Helm, Darkshore, various mobs, kind of a fair drop. Matter of fact, I do think, I'm not sure if this is the same color that drops in Heroic, but this mace really ties in nice with the set. I really like the look of this set. I made this set for Warriors as well, but I thought it looked better for Paladin. Works for both. Spalders of Primordial Growth, Throne of Thunder LFR. Primordius is the boss to drop the shoulders. So the shoulders, the gloves, the belt, and the boots are going to be a tier set from, of course, mostly Throne of Thunder. The chest and the legs are both from the current tier, if you're watching this somewhere near the upload. Basically, the current tier is, for those of you who are watching this deep into the future, Ny'alotha of the Waking City is where you're going to get the legs and the chest, and Throne of Thunder LFR is where you're going to get most of the rest of the pieces here, particularly the shoulders, the belt, the gloves, and the boots. The boots are the Ice Scored Treads, Throne of Thunder LFR, Flaming Head drops it, decent drop rate for that. Sticking with the Lady Draenor, doing the spin, showing the cape, which looks epic with this. Torto's Shell Caesars are the hands from LFR, Throne of Thunder. Cloak of Darkening next, Ramus Tin Man, Instructor Resuvius is the boss for the cloak. The head, Radiant Lightbringer Crown, Tomb of Sargeras Heroic, part of the Paladin tier from Legion. And the tabard is the Order of the Cloud Serpent Jade Forest, Cloud Serpent, Exalted, and Gold for that tabard, and the weapon Calamity Edge, Hellfire Mythic. Archimond is the boss to get the sword. I'm going to start off with the shoulders, current tier. If you're watching this somewhere near the upload date, the Waking City, Nyalotha is the place mythic for the Rithing Spalders of Madness. You got to go mythic on that. So mythic Nyalotha for the gloves, shoulders, and boots. The chest, tenderized breastplate, the Cathedral of the Eternal Night. We're also going to go with the legs from the Cathedral of Eternal Night. The belt is Icecrown Citadel normal 10-man. Sindragosa is the boss for the Etched Dragonbone Girdle. And we already talked about the legs. Felguard Destroyer's leg plates, Cathedral of Eternal Night. Gazarax is the boss, 5% on the drop rate. I think it looks pretty epic here on a Draenei dude. Moving on to a Lady Paladin and the feet, boots of Elucidatory Reality, one of my favorite places. The Waking City Mythic Prophet Skitra is the boss. As you can see, the cloak, which we'll get to in a second. But first, the hands. Gauntlets of Foul Inquisition. Any other kind of Inquisition? I don't know. Waking City Mythic. Dark Inquisitor Zanish is the boss on that particular set of gloves. The back is straight out of Grim Batal. There's a lot of lookalikes on this, though. Forge Master so-and-so to get the cloak. The head, Radiant Lightbringer Crown, LFR version of Tumasar Garrus from Legion. We're bringing that crown in. And the weapon, Vengeful Gladiator's Bone Grinder, Netherstorm BC PvP vendor. I did a piece or a set like this before, and I think this improves it, made a few changes, so hope you enjoy. Lightning Emperor Shoulder Guard, Throne of Thunder, Iron Quan is the boss, 10% on the drop rate. So the shoulders, the gloves, the belt, and the boots all happen to be from Throne of Thunder. The chest is a PvP piece from Wrath of the Lich King. It's a chest piece as well as the legs, so that's part of the Wrathful set, the chest and the legs. The belt, Poison Binder Girth, which is, I think that's Siege of Orgrimmar, not, oh no, that is Throne of Thunder. Sun Tenderheart is the boss, 17% on the drop rate. Wrathful Gladiator's Ornamented Leg Plates, Wrath of the Lich King PvP vendor, which is in Dalaran, 3 marks of honor to get the legs. Moving on to a Lady Human and the feet, Ice Scored Treads. Throne of Thunder, Flaming Head, kind of a fair drop rate, doing the spin, showing the cloak, which we're going to get to after we show you the gloves. Lightning Emperor's Handguard, Throne of Thunder, Nalik is the boss, kind of a fair drop rate for the gloves, so that we're out of Throne of Thunder now. We're heading to BC level tailoring to get the Manoweave cloak. Check your local tailor, local auction house. Got a Big Dude Tauren, shown Corda Ferrandis Tabard, Azuna, Corda Ferrandis Quartermaster, Gold, and Rep to pick up that up. Believe it's Exalted. The head, Radiant Lightbringer Crown, Tumasar Garrus, part of an old Paladin tier set from Legion, and the weapon, Dragon Soul, the Unsleeping boss is the dude. We're going to start off with a Wrath piece, or Wrath of the Lich King piece. Naxxramas 25-man. Lotheb drops the shoulders, Valorous Redemption shoulder guards. Great drop rate on those shoulders, by the way. Moving on to the chest piece, bringing you to Mist Pandaria. Check your local MOP PvP vendor for the Malevolent Gladiator's Ornamented Chest Guard. Part of the same tier set as the gloves and the boots and the legs, or you could also buy the crafted set from your local blacksmith or the auction house. The belt of Forgotten Martyr, Trial of the Crusader, normal mode, 25-man, that's Alliance only. Malevolent Gladiator Scaled Leggards, MOP PvP vendor. Check your local vendor from MOP who sells PvP stuff, or your local auction house. Moving on to a Lady Blood Elf and the Grievous Gladiator's Warboots of Cruelty, which of course you could get from your MOP PvP vendor. Check your local MOP PvP vendor for those. I don't think you could craft those. Moving on to the hands, Malevolent Gladiator's Ornamented Gloves, MOP PvP vendor. Check your MOP PvP vendor. He's going to be busy if you like this set. And we have a Zondalari Paladin showing the Angler's Tabard. Crassuring Wilds, Angler's Quartermaster, Gold, and Exalted Rep to pick that tabard up. The headpiece, Malevolent Gladiator's ornamented head cover, Mop PvP vendor, or the local auction house for the crafted piece. And the weapon is Crypt Maker, Ice Crown Citadel, heroic 25-man Prince Valinar. Mine is Luxeley, and I want to leave you with a final thought, or maybe the thought of watching one of these other two videos. Whatever it is by you, whether it's morning, afternoon, or it happens to be night, make your day epic.